So NBC News ran an article today. Headline: Vince McMahon's life after WWE, kittens, vacations, and staying in touch with Trump. Of course he's going to stay in touch with Trump. He's donated to his campaign. He's Trump is in the WWE Hall of Fame, even though they never mention him. He's made a lot of money with Donald Trump. But despite NBC and their infatuation with Trump, anyway, this article is by Chloe Milas and Alex Sherman from CNBC. Says he faces a mountain of legal woes. As he faces a mountain of legal woes, former WWE leader Vince McMahon is traveling, eating out, and keeping in touch with friends and associates, including former President Donald Trump. McMahon resigned as executive chairman of World Wrestling Entertainment's parent company almost 3 months ago after a former employee, Janelle Grant, accused him in a bombshell lawsuit of sexual abuse and trafficking. He denied the allegations. McMahon, 78, is also facing a federal criminal investigation, although he has not been charged. NBC News and CNBC talked to 11 people familiar with McMahon and WWE about how he's been spending his time and how the global brand he built over more than 4 decades is moving on without him. These people, including close personal associates and company insiders, declined to be named, citing ongoing legal cases and the confidential nature of internal corporate communications. Now, here's my main thing. I'm not defending Vince McMahon with these lawsuits, but it's clear that why would you ask about him? Why would you even ask about him? Like, what is your? Did you not have anything better to write about this day? Again, it's an interesting article, and it's something wrestling fans will want to know about, probably. But, like, did you wake up one day going, I wonder how Vince McMahon is doing? Let's see if we can contact some people and find out what he's doing. Of all the things that you could have written about this, I don't get reporters sometimes. I really don't. The article continues. Multiple WWE insiders said he hasn't had any contact with company leaders and figureheads since he resigned. Mark Shapiro, the operating chief of WWE parent company TKO Group Holdings, said in March that McMahon doesn't work for the company, doesn't come into the office, and he's not coming back to the company. That also means McMahon hasn't talked to his son-in-law, WWE creative chief and former superstar Paul Triple H Levesque, or daughter Stephanie McMahon regarding company matters. Stephanie's not with the company. Anyway, sources have said that he has not talked to them. Of course he hasn't. She probably hates her dad for this. She hated her dad so much that she went and resigned from the company. And you notice how the second he's gone, she pops up again at WrestleMania. I'm a firm believer of you need a McMahon somewhere in that company, and Stephanie McMahon is the right one to be there. But let's continue with this article here. While she introduced WWE's WrestleMania earlier this month, McMahon Levesque, who worked beside her father for more than 20 years and played roles in storylines, currently has no involvement with the company. Thank you. There you go. According to people familiar with the matter, Levesque and McMahon declined to comment through a spokesperson, as did a WWE representative. McMahon is nonetheless indelibly linked with the wrestling outfit, which he bought from his father 42 years ago. Still, he seems to have moved on, according to multiple sources. McMahon has kept up his other routines, and it's as if he is unfazed by his legal fights, 2 sources said. For instance, on an afternoon in late March, McMahon returned on a private plane to the United States from the sunny Turk and Chicos Islands. But he wasn't alone, according to a person close to him. He had with him 7 kittens and a puppy, all of which he had brought back to be adopted by his friends, this person added. If anything, he's enjoying life, said the person, who added that McMahon has also had a trip to Italy. Jessica Rosenberg, an attorney for McMahon, declined to comment regarding the aspects of former Chief's life reported in this article. Why would they comment? Be quite frankly, it's none of your damn business what the fan does in his personal life. In an emailed statement Tuesday, however, she criticized Grant's suit. The lawsuit's claims are false, defamatory, and entirely without merit. We intend to vigorously defend Mr. McMahon and are confident that he will be vindicated. This then goes life amid mitigation for the byline, or for another byline here. The details of McMahon's life after his WWE reign present a stark contrast to Grant's accusations, which paint a graphic portrait of a violent and controlling man. Then this article goes on to talk about the lawsuit and how him and Johnny Ace denied the accusations. The lawsuit also named WWE as a defendant, and WWE and its parent company TKO has said they've taken the allegations very seriously. The article then goes on to have a quote from Ann Callis, who's the attorney for Janelle Grant, basically stating what they have all along, that Vince McMahon raped, trafficked, and physically assaulted her as part of his decades-long normalization of treating women within WWE as objects. Ugh. I'm not saying as far as what he did was wrong. Okay? What I'm saying here is that this woman is going to make millions off of this. And I'm sorry, that's the only reason why she's coming forward now is because McMahon didn't pay her. That's the thing that we need to look at here. I said it in a video that I did a few months back. That's the whole reason why this is happening, is because he didn't pay her because she went public with it. This goes on to say federal investigators seized a phone from McMahon and have been trying to determine whether federal law was broken in the conduct surrounding Grant's allegations. McMahon is cooperating with authorities, according to one of the people close to him. McMahon believes officials won't bring any charges against him and that Grant's civil case will be settled out of court, said a person close to the former wrestling executive. There's been no settlement, blah, 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 blah. Two other sources say McMahon has otherwise been quite guarded. Here's something crazy. While his legal battles persist, McMahon is often ferried by a private driver from his posh Connecticut home to Manhattan, according to one of the sources close to him. There, he eats with friends at restaurants such as the old Italian spot El Tellino East on 46th Street, sees his longtime barber for bi-weekly haircuts, and works with his personal trainer multiple times a week. Okay, I look at it this way. Even if all this shit hadn't come about, okay, you made your millions of dollars. I'd enjoy life too. I'd go get bi-weekly haircuts and get chauffeured around Manhattan and go eat at the finest of restaurants, and I'd enjoy spending my money too, knowing that I didn't have to go to work every day. Good for him on that aspect. Going back to the guarded thing, two other sources, however, say McMahon has been quite guarded and often on the phone with his lawyers to map out plans since the lawsuit was made public. Here we go. Here's McMahon has also talked to Trump, according to the people close to the wrestling in person scenario. The two billionaires have been in touch regularly, according to a person close to McMahon, although it isn't clear what they've discussed. Trump and McMahon family go way back. The former president hosted two WrestleMania events in Atlantic City in the late 80s and engaged in a wrestling feud with McMahon in 2007 and is a member of the WWE Hall of Fame. Linda McMahon, who is Vince McMahon's wife, served as the Small Business Administration's head in Trump's cabinet, led a pro-Trump super PAC, and is now on the board of the publicly traded Trump Media and Technology Group. I didn't know that. Yeah, how's that stock doing? Not too good. Um, 2022, McMahon, the Wall Street Journal reported that McMahon paid $5 million in previously unrecorded expenses to the since dissolved Donald J. Trump Foundation during 2 of the years Trump appeared on programming. Blah 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 blah. This then goes into a Trump bashing story. Again, I'm not a fan of Donald Trump, but I don't think that should be the focus of this article. Um, Another person close to McMahon said the two men don't discuss legal problems, and that Trump doesn't provide legal advice. Of course, because I mean, why would he? Hours after the publication of this story, spokesman for McMahon pushed back. McMahon has not been staying in touch or been in touch regularly with former President Trump. He's spoken with Trump once in the past once in the past several years, and that was for about a minute or so after McMahon's back surgery. Other than that, there have been no communications between the two, the spokesperson said. Of course, a representative for Trump declined to comment. And then it goes on to talk about how McMahon's been in touch with Dwayne The Rock Johnson and John Cena. And both of these guys just came out and said, look, this man gave me my start in life. This man, I would not be where I am if it wasn't for Vince. Vince did do some good in this world. Crapping on a woman's head, not being one of them. Passing her around like fodder, not being one of them. But for all his faults, he did build an empire. And he has made a lot of people a lot of money. Um, in February, Cena told the Howard Stern radio show host to Howard Stern that the whole thing is super unfortunate and sucks. While nothing, while nothing, kindly this article. While noting, oh man, that's me. While noting that he loves McMahon and has a great relationship with him, but in the same breath he added, "I'm also a big advocate of accountability." Oh man. Then this goes on to talk about the transition of him stepping out, stepping in, and then Stephanie stepping away. So, bottom line, then it talks about every WrestleMania, WrestleMania 40 being held in Philly. But all in all, McMahon is apparently, bringing puppies and kittens over from foreign countries. Wonder how, how, goddamn pal, I'm gonna go get you a kitten from India or Italy. That's a goddamn Italian cat, pal. Can you imagine, Vince? Goddamn, pal, I'm gonna bring you a. What do you want? For over in Italy. You want a puppy? All right, I'll go get you one right now. Bring it flying right back over. Goddamn. What do you mean you don't want the Shih Tzu? All right, ship it back over. I'll fly back over there, drop off the Shih Tzu, and bring you back a bulldog. Goddamn, pal. Like, that's how you know you don't. That's how you know you have that I don't give a F money right there. When you're flying cats and dogs back over from foreign countries to be adopted over here. You know, can you imagine? What'd you bring me back from Italy? One of those fine Italian silk scarves? Nope. Have a kitten. Goddamn pal. That's the part that baffles me. He brings over his grandkids. His grandkids are going, "What'd you bring me from Italy? Did you bring me back that Vespa that I wanted?" No, here's a kitten. Goddamn pal. It's a goddamn Italian cat. Oh man, I'm getting off here. We'll see you down the road.